Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is. I'm Matt with Pendley's Plentiful Pets Fish Tank Cleaning here in Kingman, Arizona. We've traveled all the way to Bullhead City, Arizona to clean this disgusting 25-gallon fish tank. I've been looking at this thing for 2-3 months and I'm trying to, come on, let me clean it. Let me clean it. I think it's time to finally clean it because we got this nasty water hardness all over. Our water level's nasty. This thing needs a good scrubbing. So what do we do first? We need to lay down some towels, get everything set up. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd be so cool to like, comment, subscribe, maybe throw a share out there. Thank you so much. Once again, Pendley's Plentiful Pets. Even though we have carpet, we're going to take this and lay it down just to be safe. You never know. We're going to need a couple more things. We're okay. We got a towel there. Grab some of the things that we use. Let me get the bucket over here. Standard magic erasers. Wipe down the inside, wipe down the outside. Scrubbers so you can reach wherever your arms can't reach in. I'm big, but not everyone is. More magic erasers. We use glass cleaner, ammonia-free. I'm almost out. I have a little bit put away I got to switch out for. And last but not least, Seachem Prime. This stuff is the holy grail. Dechlorinates, gets rid of your ammonia, your nitrites, and resets your nitrate level. Puts everything where it needs to be. I really love this stuff. Microfiber towels, just to wipe down the outside when we're done. And how do we get rid of this nasty water hardness? These scrapers right here. Just like that, already coming right off. So I think that's the first thing we need to do is get the water hardness down. So before I do anything else, we're going to shut all of this down because we don't want to get the filtration going and burn out the filtration in case the water drops down, because these things do burn out. Like this water level, would never recommend letting your water get down to this low because it's putting so much extra work into this pump. You can overheat it, cause that to swell the plastic and freeze your whole motor up, and then you have no filter. So I'm going to turn everything off. All right, that's off. I'm going to do my best and scrape the top real quick, and then I'll take it to my assistant. Sorry for the annoying noise. Just a little bit of elbow grease goes a long way on these. If you want to bring up the camera so we can see this water hardness and watch me scraping this off, so that way people can get a better view instead of so far away. See all this nasty stuff ready. All of this is water hardness that just builds up over time. And it just comes right off. You just got to be willing to scrape it clean. Then you can use a plastic scraper, you can use a plastic putty knife, and then for the last little rough stuff you can't get off, you can use a metal blade. And this is a non-sharpened metal blade, just kind of like a scraper that's meant to get the rest of this off. See how it's coming right off. And to get that last little layer, when we go to wipe down the glass, we'll go ahead and use the glass cleaner and wipe all this off. And that glass cleaner should get the last little bit off. All right. You can go and zoom that back out, put it back where it was at. Continue to scrape all this off. Try to make this look as new as possible. And it's not going to be perfect the first time we do it. It's going to take 2 or 3 times for us to make this perfect. But I'm going to get this to the best quality that I can do it on the first run. But you got to remember to clean your tank. So when you're cleaning your tank, don't forget to clean the topper, clean the plastic, clean all this water hardness off. Because if not, it makes this. Then makes you do a lot more work than you need to do. And then I come in and do it for you. Anyways, for those of you who are watching, we're Pendley's Plentiful Pets Arizona Fish Rescue. We clean fish tanks, we come and rescue fish, we do a little bit of everything. We also can deliver fish that we have rescued. So if you go back and look at any fish you see in our facility, they're all available. 30% of what the big wigs asks. This all goes back towards the fish. Anything when it comes to fish, rehoming, adoption sales, or anything like that goes back towards these guys. The fish tank cleanings go back towards paying my bills to take care of these fish. Okay, we're going to pop this off now. I'm going to hand this down to my assistant and let her do the rest of the scrubbing. Here you go, assistant. Let me know if you need one of the scrapers. I'm going to scrape the rest of this top grime off. Then this topper, this needs cleaned. Going to start taking stuff and put it in our bucket. Oh man, that filter pad's gnarly. I'm sure we have another one to swap out. Now the ultimate question. Nope, we have no biomedia in there. So what is biomedia? It holds all of your bacteria levels. You have biomedia and bacteria all built on this filter pad. Now, when you go to clean this filter pad off, you're going to completely start your cycle over. So what we want to do is put biomedia. You could spend money on the big wigs and buy their biomedia and waste your time and money, or grab some gravel out of the bottom of your tank that's already technically cycled biomedia. Ta-da, put it in the bottom of your filter. You now have biomedia. That holds all your bacteria levels. Don't wash off the gravel. Leave it in the bottom, and you're perfectly fine. So we're going to take out some of the Sakura, start cleaning out this tank. Some people say take the fish out. You can take the fish out of certain tanks. If it's like really dirty and needs a massive tank cleaning, like the water condition and everything inside, yeah, I can see taking the fish out. But this isn't super bad. It's just the water hardness buildup. Okay. I'd also recommend a sponge filter in here. Okay, let me know. I have 20 plus sponge filters coming in. I did a massive order on them. Everyone's been wanting them thanks to me. So. I also saw the wave maker. Yes, I do have wave makers, which the cichlids would love the wave maker. I'm thinking about that too. Okay. Well, let me know. Well, thank you for letting me know, Mr. Parakeet. Right? Cockatoo. My apologies. Mr. Cockatoo. I don't want to insult you calling you Parakeet. My bad. Sorry. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all viewers watching. He's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't do it too often, so don't expect to hear it all the time. But I don't blame him. He had to tell me off for calling him a parakeet. For anyone curious, hey, how much does it cost to get my fish tank cleaned? Well, we're located in Kingman, Arizona, so it's $1.50 a gallon for a standard cleaning, and then wherever you're located, from Bullhead, Laughlin, Vegas, Phoenix, Barstow, I do a small transport fee to basically pay for the gas and get me to your location. So if you're interested, hit me up and let me know if you'd like to get your tank cleaned by us and maybe get it on YouTube. So we got a lot of water hardness building up on here. It's just going to take us a while getting all this water hardness off. This intake needed cleaned. A bunch of stuff on it. And then, because this has never been cleaned, I'm going to take it out and we're going to scrape all around, get all this crap off. I'll take a rag and wipe it down too when I'm done. Every time I hear him, I feel like I'm playing Donkey Kong. Cool thing is you can just pop these off, rinse it off in here, and while that's sitting there, I can take this, scrape all this off. So we're going to sit here and do all this cleaning. Thank you again so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for tagging along and watching. Sorry this takes forever. Sorry if my videos seem like they're too long. Well, I don't have a video editor to help me do all the video editing and condense this down to maybe a nice little 10-minute video. So if you're a video editor and you want to work with me, let me know. I'll do a shout out for you. Vice versa. We'll make each other work. So, or if anyone video editors want to teach me and make it easier for me, I really don't have a lot of time. I'm constantly doing rescues. Believe it or not, we do about 5 to 6 rescues a week. And that's everywhere from Kingman, Arizona to Vegas to Prescott to Phoenix. We do a little bit of everything. Go a little bit of everywhere. Scrape some of this off of here in the back, and then I'm going to have to get back behind here and try and scrape it off. Just want to make sure I'm getting everything behind this filter before I put the filter back, so that way it looks nice and clean. Get some water hardness on our cord here, and that just comes right off. Get the rest of the water hardness off of here. Freya, please be quiet. Thank you. Scraping all this water hardness off. Again, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this takes forever. But just think, you could be doing this, or you could hire me to do it so you don't have to do it. Just saying. Or if you don't have a fish tank, but you think I do a good job and maybe want to promote it, maybe shoot a share. I'm trying to get more people. Exactly. So if anyone's interested, I do have a whole bunch of tanks that I've rescued that are available for about 30% of the big wigs. And then for $4 a gallon, I come to your place and set it up. Transportation fee as well. So if there's anything you're interested, I'm sure we could make it work. I've got everything from 10 gallons, 29 gallon, or 39 gallon talls. We've got a huge assortment. So I've got 55 gallon tanks with stands. I've got a giant 100 gallon tank or 90 gallon tank for $100. Actually, it's on sale right now. It's normally a $200–300 tank that I ask. I'm only asking $100 for it right now. So maybe go check us out on Facebook and see some of the tanks we have available. So normally I don't use a metal scraper on glass, but this water hardness is pretty bad. And this also isn't a bladed edge, so it's just meant to scrape and not scratch. And I got one of these tools from a donation from me rescuing fish, so thank you, whoever donated this. We make sure we use everything we get. And if we don't, we try to pass it on to somebody else who can. If you go and look on my Facebook, I've got a walkthrough of the facility, and you can see I have shelves filled with different types of water conditioners, scrapers, Decora, cleaners, all stuff that's just been donated. So I'm trying to get it out to the next people. I have giant ships I'm only asking $20 for that they ask 60 to 80 to 100 for. So come on, check us out. We're in Kingman, Arizona. Have to private message me for my address because it is my own personal house. Hopefully one day we'll have a facility. If YouTube can pick up and start paying the bills, maybe we'll have a facility. Make sure when you're scraping, you don't come across this seam because you can make it leak. So when you're scraping, only come up to a certain point and don't go into your nice little silicone. Okay, that looks a lot better already. A little bit of elbow grease goes a long way, y'all. And no, they don't sell it at stores. Already looking so much better. And yes, I get all sides of the tank. I'm not the kind of person that's just going to clean off the front and the sides for you. I got to make sure I get the back and everything else for you. Make this look like a brand new tank as much as possible. So if you're curious, if you just tagged along watching this, we're Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue. Pendley's Plentiful Pets is the fish tank cleaning side. Arizona Fish Rescue is the nonprofit side that goes back towards the fish. And even then, this money that I get here also goes back to these fish. I got to pay their bills. I don't say they're my bills because it's their bills. Okay, we're going to wipe down the top and get any of this excess water hardness sitting up here. Normally I'd take a brush. If you have a little like filament brush or something, you can just brush it all off. But I always forget something. It's just the way it goes. I didn't think I was going to have little ridges in here on all this that holds the top up. It's looking really good, hon. Definitely not as bad as that bow front. I thought this was going to be just as bad as the bow front, and really not.
Gravel is super dirty, I know that.
Well, we'll do a vacuum. Yeah. So this is probably because there's really not a lot of fish in here. There's like a Cory. I only see, yeah, Cory, and I'm not even seeing a snail. Oh, okay, yeah, there's one in the back there. Yep, never mind. He's climbing up. So this will get probably a good water change almost down to the bottom, and then we'll fill it up, see where it's at, and I might still do another % of a water change just because this has never really been done.
Probably about a year ago we started up out here.
So you started with me, what, three or 4 months ago now at least? Yeah, and we still haven't gotten to this one. So now we finally have, and that water hardness. So for the most part, we're scraped on the inside. Now I just need to wipe down the glass on the inside and then wipe down anywhere else that looks like it needs it. Slowly but surely we get there. Thank you for tagging along, everybody. Sorry my videos are super long, but if you watch the episodes and like to tag along, I appreciate it. Sometimes I don't talk a lot because, well, I do a lot, so I'm tired. So, if you have any questions, please slap them in the comments. I'm here to help, here to share. Okay, I believe we're ready for the drain hose now from this nice, nasty, murky, dirty water. So, see if we can get a better angle on this. There we go. Yeah, see how nasty? That's all just from water hardness and from the buildup. This tank has not been cleaned in a year. So, yeah. It builds up. It gets nasty. Can I get the hose you're sitting on, pretty please? Yep, and then you clean off the light underneath there too. Awesome. Sweet. Well, at least it's not like the bow front and took us 3 hours to scrape all of that water hardness off. I'm not even seeing any come back now that I've wiped it down. There's a little bit up here, but next time I come, I'm probably going to take a wire brush and just try to get the rest of that. So the more you do it, the more you're here, the cleaner it becomes. I mean, look at that bow front tank. It's beautiful now. You know, just a little bit of low water because of the evaporation out here. So,
like I said, I was going to fill them last night, and then I was like, wait, he comes tomorrow. Why am I going to break my back to do that? Heck no.
Oh, exactly. It's what you got me for. I'll take care of it for you. And it's just, how hot is it out here? What would you say, like, the highest it's already been so far?
I want to say the other day it was 105.
105. Oh, my goodness. Good old Bullhead City, Arizona. No shank you. Yeah, summer has just begun. We're only halfway through June right now. When you guys watch this, it'll be July. Because I'm pretty much a month ahead of where I'm at right now. Oh, man, yeah, this has not been clean. That is so... Oh, I'm not even getting brown out of this thing. I'm getting just straight black. I don't know if you can see the hose right here. All that stuff that you see on the bottom, that is all of your fish's poop that's left over. And people don't realize that they need to vacuum out the bottom of their tank, as if not, all of that poop sits on the bottom and creates a massive nitrate spike, which then turns into a nitrite that poisons your fish. Too much nitrate is bad for your tank. And those curious, it goes ammonia, which is their first poop and pee, and then it jumps over to nitrite, which is a poison from that ammonia, and then that nitrite, over a little bit of time and development, turns into a nitrate that plants love and eat. So, little quick process. Takes about 3 months for your full process, or if you already have established gravel, established filtration, it can take only a month if you're lucky and you know what you're doing. So, if you guys know I have a 1,000-gallon fish tank, yeah. It only took us a month to get that up and running infiltration-wise because everything was already pre-established. And if you're curious what our 1,000-gallon monster tank looks like, check us out on YouTube. Go watch out some more of these videos. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. I am trying. I'm sending good vibes your way, everybody. I got to start having like my own little like catchphrase thing. I watched this one guy, he summons like a ball of energy, good vibe, goes bam, smacks it on you and just gives you good vibes. I'm like, ooh, I like that. I need to do something like that. And that's Will Survives, if anyone's curious where I get that one from. I'll share him all day. He's a guy that was up in the middle of nowhere, I think Oregon, and he built his own little camp, his house, everything, cabin, and then the feds came out and he was on federal property. And he got booted and whatnot. But because that got him so big, people donated part of their property for him to go out and build. He's in New Mexico right now. Yeah, it was really cool. So, and I've seen that guy grow from literally no followers in less than 6 months. He now has over 1 million subscribers and followers. Yeah, just from him every day videotaping what he's doing. So I'm hoping that does the same thing here. Okay, so I have gone and vacuumed everything else. Now I'm stirring all this nastiness up because it needs it. Needs a good stir. Mr. Snail's on the wall here. Corey's over here doing good. And the reason I'm mixing all of this up is because it hasn't been cleaned in over a year, so I want to get as much of this nastiness out. The more I stir, the more I clean out, the better it'll become. Because there's no problem doing a 75 to 100% water change on a tank that hasn't been done in over a year, as long as you don't have a bunch of fish in here. I only have a snail and a cory, so we're okay. I don't know what happened to our guppies. They just poofed. Overfed them?
No.
Ah! Well, if you need more feeders, let me know.
Well, that's why we got the guppies, so they can reproduce.
Okay. I'm glad then. I only got you like 2 or 3 males and a bunch of females. Okay. And they're the ender tails. They're those fancy ender tails everyone wants $30 for. Yeah, I don't understand people. A fish.
I let the tank get nice and full of babies and big ones, and then I start feeding.
Well, good. It's a little feeder tank. Yeah. Other people go, oh, how dare you? But, you know, we got to feed our fish. Sometimes it's other fish like the live animals to chase.
And the bloodworms get expensive after a while and eat a lot.
I would recommend then doing the, what are they called? The live bloodworms, where you can do a little bubbler in like a 2-liter bottle, and I think they're the sea monkeys. Remember the sea monkeys? They'll eat the sea monkeys if you do a little thing of sea monkeys. You just need to have a light on it 24/7 because they eat the light. Yeah. So you can get a little thing of baby like eggs of the sea monkeys. And then go from there. So next we have to fill this up. We need the fill hose, hon. Where's the fill hose? Okay, so now we're going to fill up. For those of you watching, let me see how our screen camera... Okay, you can see all that. So what we're going to use... Seachem Prime. Seachem Prime. This is a 25-gallon tank, so I only need like a quarter of a capful. Just very little. That's going to dechlorinate and set our water and get everything ready. Going to make sure our hose is set up to the shower. Okay, hold the hose, please. And while we're doing that, we might as well get your guppies acclimating. So, and then I have no idea what guppies you got. My volunteer Carlos was grabbing them while I was getting your cichlid family. But you have 4 mystery snails in there. I was going to do 3, but I only have small ones right now. So I'll give you the grow out, you know. If they mass produce, please let me know. I need more mystery snails. They don't survive for me. So we're going to put the bucket in here. There's guppies in here that are going to acclimate, which means get used to the water temperature. I'm putting nice cool water in there, not hot water. And now we're basically just going to let that fill up. All we have left to do is wipe down the outside, put the decor back in, turn the filtration on, and go from there. I believe decor needs cleaned, please. Okay, let's get the outside, hon. The underneath is pretty much good. Let's just get the rest of the outside. Then decor needs cleaned, please. Here, Freya, help scrape over here. Whew. Snap, crackle, pop, my knees. So while that's filling up, everybody, I'm going to sit here and help clean off the lid and get some decor cleaned off. So if you have music, now's the time to play it. I won't use music because I don't get any money from it. They steal my money if I use music, which is not cool. And they go, oh, well, there's these free places you can get music from, and even if you use those, percentile still goes back to them if they acknowledge it. So, I mean, I could sing if you guys want, but I don't know if you're going to like it.
There's like river last week, and there was a guy floating down just singing his heart out. I got a free show that day.
There we go. And he was loving life. That's the best way to do it. Hey, I've been contemplating going to Karaoke Friday. That's one of those times I'm going to go to Karaoke Friday. I got to be drinking a lot. Because I don't have the confidence when I'm out with other people. Like, I can do it in my own man cave and sing, but when it comes to other people, it's like, Man, I enjoy going out in life, but we've been doing a lot lately. It's getting a little overwhelming. We were going to go last Sunday for Father's Day. I took my daughter down to the Diamondback Stadium so we could play catch and do all of that stuff. Tickets went from the night before, $40, and then 3 hours before the game. And they usually do, the closer to the game, the cheaper the tickets. I've always loved that about Diamondbacks. We went 3-4 days ago and spent $7 a ticket. Yeah, and had the top seating, and we worked our way down to the bottom, you know. And my daughter got a baseball that night too. Yeah, like straight up got a baseball. And so then we tried going to this one, and tickets went from $40 down to $29, and then jumped up to $60 out of nowhere. And we were waiting in line, waiting for tickets to drop. And yeah, so, but everything happens for a reason. That whole tire situation, I believe, was the reason why we didn't get to go. Because, and there was no way I was going to... Exactly. There was no way I was going to pay $40 a ticket when I paid $7 a ticket 2 days before.
But it probably was just that last minute Father's Day. Oh, here we're gonna jump the prices. It's gonna drop them.
Yep, the one holiday, and it was well. Yeah. It was a nice game. We went to the 2 nights before. It was a nighttime game, and got to meet one of the White Sox pitchers, and he gave the ball to my kiddo and all that. So we were sitting right next to the ball, the pitcher warm-up area, and apparently one of the agents was sitting right behind us, and we kept talking about how we would love to get a ball. We kept looking at the foul ball coming down, foul ball. The guy's all, hold on, I'll be right back, and went over to his pitcher. I was like, here you go, here's a ball from my pitcher. Aww. Yeah. And it was a ball that was just hit into the foul zone up into that area. Yeah, so it was in-game ball. It was really cool. That. Yeah. One of those things, you know, you never see again. Yeah. Okay, we're filling this up. Oh, man, we need a sponge filter in here. She needs a sponge filter. Because those hangover baskets are not enough for a 25-gallon. My law is 10 times a gallons per hour, so you need to be doing 250 gallons per hour. You might be pulling 100 from that. And that's, oh, she's cleaning that one off right now. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna help clean off this light. So, well, you can wipe down that. So, and I'm sure she's gonna have us clean it again in a month, and so we'll give it another scrub-a-dub-dub. Exactly. And then because you already have 2 tanks, that makes that just a $25. Yep, drops it down to $1 a gallon for you. Yeah. Good job, Freya. Okay, well, don't play with this, okay? Can I borrow this? Thank you. We're almost full, so we're going to have to turn off the water here soon. Yep. Hun, can you turn off the water for a second so I can put the guppies in? Guppies are now pretty much acclimated. Oh man, I am really glad I checked on that. That was keeping that bucket, pushing it down. So we're going to just dump this into here. I trust my water. And there's your guppies. Yep. And there's one more snail. I believe I can fly. Sorry, I had to do it.
That's the singing they get for the day.
Yeah, that's the singing they get. There you go. Can we turn the water back on, please? Turn it on low. And then I'm ready for that decor whenever you're ready. That topper's pretty much done for now. Might need a cup for this filter to... Thank you. All of our decor, you can rinse off your decor, no problem, with just regular water. You still want this? Let's say there's no plants or anything on here. And then you wanted to switch this over to a different bubbler. So here's the elephant that was here. Oh, hey, yo, turn the water down. That's way too hot. How do we go from cold water to hot water? Please turn that. Must have just been that when I first touched that, that was like the cold underground water, and now we got warm water. Oh, wow. That's really warm. I don't like that. Good old desert. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with it then. So I was trying to be here earlier. Yeah, it's just Bullhead City water is warm, so just got to be careful. Fish can handle up to 90 to 95 degree water. It's not that hot, but I don't like any kind of warm. And then, do you want this deteriorating coconut husk still, or? Oh, there's plants on it, so yeah. You got some little, I don't know what this is.
I want to say I got it at Petco up in Houston.
Well, sadly, I'm still learning plant names, so I can't tell you the exact name on that one. Oh, this is a flood. Okay, weird. Filter pads, hon? Filter pads? Okay, so you brought all the stuff up. I thought you. And then what did you want?
They're on the chair.
Just a standard Airstone. Okay, and I'll make sure I put in my notes sponge filters for you for next month. Oh, how do you live in this heat?
Staying indoors or at the river.
That's ridiculous, man. Like, I grew up out in Golden Valley, and I just, nope.
They have the little section.
Thank you. No, I don't know. Thank you. Work, dang it. Come on. There we go. Man, those things are annoying. Look at that. All nice and clean. Thank you, hon. All that water hardness is gone. And this lid's not going to sit on here perfect because we do have the gravel in there now. My own biomedia. Okay, water turn off, please. Turn off the water. I'll tell you when, because I'm going to get this right to the brim. Turn it back on. I was going to tell you when. Because of how bad this evaporates, I want this all the way to the top. Okay, we're good. And then I think before I drain water from this tank, I'm going to add a little bit to it. So you can go and turn it back on, please. That way this actually gets a water change, because evaporation doesn't count as a water change. And this only needs, you know, this would be a water change it only really needs, because it's already looking great. Okay. So next for the viewers, we need to get this sandstone sunken spot. And that does not want to stay on that suction cup. You got a little bit of duckweed in here too, and that'll end up overgrowing, and you can feed that duckweed to the cichlids as well. Okay. So that's that. We need to wipe down the outside. Once again, we're going to do ammonia-free glass cleaner. Ammonia-free glass cleaner. I'm just going to grab this. Once again, never spray on the tank, but spray on your rag, and then you just take your rag and wipe down your tank, wipe around your tank. We got to make sure we get some of that water hardness on the back there still. Scraper, because I can feel the water hardness and see the water hardness back here. The last little bit of that off. Sorry, you gotta look at my back and my butt, everybody, but I gotta get back here and clean this. It needs to get done. Water hardness never wants to make it easy on us. That's why it's called water hardness, not water easiness. Okay, gonna wipe the back down there. Okay, we ready for that topper on the light? Get around this. And I say I clean out the stand, but this is a fridge. I don't think I'm gonna clean out your fridge.
You may want to. It's just alcohol and snacks. Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the fish food. I'll take the fish food. I'm always out of that. I don't know. I don't drink a lot of alcohol, so it's not really my thing. I'm a social drinker. I only drink when like I get invited to go do something. I don't like to drink by myself because like alcohol doesn't really do anything to me, sadly being such a big guy. And that's thanks to being Scottish and alcohol runs through my family's like veins. It doesn't do anything to me. I had to drink a whole bottle of vodka to get somewhat tipsy. Yep, and like also any kind of hard liquor, you know, I just have to drink at least half a bottle of hard liquor. So, and at that point, that's just no fun. Alcohol doesn't taste good, so. Okay, let's get back here. Sorry, you guys got to see my butt again, but I got to make sure the top of this gets wiped down. It's part of my job. Our thing is to wipe this stand down and the tank, try to make this look like you just set it up. Remember, water's not going to be perfect after a water change. It takes about 24 hours to your filter to do its job and clear out the water. And if you don't have a good filter, it can take even longer. Topper, please. Here's the topper. Looking a lot better. Ta-da! Looks great. Let me see, touch up any other little spot that bugs me.
I don't hear that.
What? Where? This? Oh, up top here. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's pan out, please, so you can, well, I'll pan out so I can see myself. And then is that on? The hose on? Yeah. Okay. That was being super slow. Okay. How does it look, everybody? This is a 10 out of 10? Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I've had worse, okay? So they could be longer. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, we're Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Tank Cleaning. We're also Arizona Fish Rescue, where we go and rescue fish. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to get a hold of us, our Cash App or our Zelly, and also to get a hold of us, is 928-263-9626. Once again, 928-263-9626. And if you'd be so cool to toss a donation, maybe through Cash App, we have the money sign, Save the Fish Ease, I-E-S at the end. Thank you so much for watching Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue. Have yourself a wonderful day, night, or morning. All of these fishies came from Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue. All have been donated and they're available. We got all of this water hardness off. Making this look like a brand new tank. Let me know what you think. Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue.